Good morning, my dear students. Today we are discussing about reproductive system. So, what is the outline structure of the testes and ovaries, and what is the primary, secondary organs of the reproductive system and reproduction process? So, now we discuss about the first reproductive system. So reproductive system. So the reproductive system is divided into depends upon the male and female. It's divided into two types. So one is the female reproductive system and male reproductive system. Female reproductive system and male reproductive system. So the female reproductive system is again classified into two types. Again classified into two types, and the one is the external genital external genitalia and internal genitalia. Internal genitalia. So what are the different parts of the external genitalia, so and internal genitalia? So first we discuss about the external genitalia and internal genitalia parts. So in the first we discuss about internal genitalia. Internal genitalia parts is vagina and uterus, urinary tubes or urine tubes, uterine tubes, ovaries, reproductive cycle, menopause. So menopause. This is about the internal parts of the female reproductive system. And what is the external parts? So external parts is clitoris or clitoris and vaginal orifice, and vestibule, hymen, and the next vestibular glands. So these are the external parts of the female reproductive system and internal parts of the female reproductive system. So what are their male reproductive system parts? So male reproductive system is testes, prostate gland, and ejaculatory ducts, and the next one urethra and penis, and ejaculation. So ejaculation. So these are all parts of the reproductive system. So the reproductive system is the ability to, what is the reproductive system? Introduction. So introduction, what is the introduction? So in the ability to reproduce one or more properties at the living of the non-living matters. So more is the primitive animals, simpler process of the reproduction. In mammals including humans and process of the sexual reproduction, male and female organs differ automatically and physically also, and then new individual develops from the fusion of the two different sex cells is known as a gametes. So in this the ability to reproduce from the male and female characters, so including the humans and the other characters. So it produces the two different cells, and it produces the two different cells from the two different cells, and that one is a from the producer two different cells. That two different cells is known as a gametes. From the gametes, it reproduce the ability of the reproduce of the production of the some characters from the male and female. So that one is the gametes. So gametes are the divided into two types. So one is a spermatozoa. And the second one is a ova. So spermatozoa is produced from the male gametes, and ova is produced from the female. So this is the about the introduction about of the reproductive system of male and female characters. So the next one is the next one we discuss about the different parts of the reproductive system. So in this reproductive system, what is the functions? First we discuss about the functions of the female reproductive system. What is the functions of the female reproductive system? It is the first one function is the formation of ova. Formation of ova. And the next one, reception of spermatozoa. Reception of spermatozoa. And the next one, it is a provision of the provide a suitable environment. Provide a suitable environment for the fertilization. And fetal development. Fetal means baby development. And the next one, lactation, production of milk, production of breast milk. And the next one, it provide a nutrition to the baby. So this is the importance and functions of the particular reproductive system. So in the reproductive system, we discuss about some parts of the reproductive system. So first, for example, clitoris. So what is the importance of the clitoris? Clitoris is corresponds to the penis. Corresponds to the penis. So penis is a male reproductive system part. So corresponds to the penis in the male, and and it contains a sensory nerve. The clitoris contains a sensory nerves. So sensor nerves, and the next one, sensor nerves ending at the tissue of the clitoris. So this is the importance of the clitoris. And the next one, it is which type of shape? Means P-shaped structure. So it is play a key role in the play a important role in the sexual excitement in female. So play a important role in the sexual excitement in the female characters. So that is the importance of the clitoris. So the next one is the vestibular glands. So vestibular glands, what is the importance of the vestibular glands? So vestibular glands is situated on each side of the near the vaginal opening. So these are the location is located one on each side of the vaginal opening area. The next one, they are about the size of the small pea, and their ducts open in the vestibular immediately lateral attached to the hymen. So the secret the mucus is keeps the valve moist. So it is a main is the secret the mucus. Secrets the mucus in the vagina. Mucus in the vagina. It formation of the moist in nature in the vagina with the vestibular glands. So this is the opening part of the vagina is the vestibular glands are there. So the next one is the next one vagina, and the next one this is the about part of the external parts of the female reproductive system. And hymen. So the hymen is it is attached to the vaginal glands. So this hymen between the vaginal glands, the hymen is present in the vaginal glands and clitoris. So these are the attached to the hymen. So this is the importance of the hymen. So the next one, this is the importance of the external genital parts of the female reproductive system. So now we discuss about the internal parts, some internal parts of the vaginal system. Now we discuss. So what are their internal parts are there? Different internal parts are there. So we are discussing about the internal parts of the reproductive system of the female characters only. So internal parts. So what are their internal parts? So internal parts is several internal parts are there. So for example, vagina. For example, vagina. So what is the importance of the vagina? So vagina is a fibromuscular tube lined with the stratified squamous epithelium. So vagina is a fibromuscular tube lined with the stratified squamous epithelium with the epithelium. The next one, so the runs acutely upwards and backward movements. So it is a moves upward and backward movements occur in the vagina. So at the angle is between 45 degrees is this at angle is located at angle of 45 degrees between bladder in front of rectum, bladder in front of rectum, and anus behind. So it is located in between of the bladder and anus. So the bladder is in front of bladder, rectum, and behind of the anus. So it is located at the 45 degrees. So the next one, in adults, the anterior wall is so in what is the normal range in adults? So in adults, so anterior wall about is 7.5 centimeters. Anterior wall is 7.5 centimeters long, and posterior wall is about 9 centimeters long. So difference due to the angle of the cervix through the anterior wall. So this is the normal ranges of the vagina. So the next one, what is the importance of the vagina? So now we discuss about the importance of the vagina. So the vagina, it's consisting the three layers. The vagina, it containing the three layers. So number one is the areolar layer tissue, and number two is the smooth muscle, and number three is the squamous epithelium. So the areolar layer is outer covering of the, it is a outer covering layer. So outer layer, and this one is a middle layer, middle layer. This one is the inner layer. So inner layer. So the next one, it has the no secretory glands in the surface of the in the surface of the particular vagina. There is no have the any glands. So this is the importance of the vagina. This is the importance of the vagina. What is the functions of the vagina? So the functions. So functions is the vagina act as a receptive place of the penis during the sexual intercourse. So provides a elastic passageway through which the baby passes during childbirth. So it is a vagina act as a receptacle act as a receptacle for the penis during sexual intercourse. During sexual intercourse, receptacle takes a function with the vagina. And the next one, provide a elasticity, provide an elastic in nature, elastic passageway or passing way through the at the duration of the pregnant delivery. Baby is passing during the childbirth. So it provided the elastic in nature, the vagina. This is the importance of the vagina. And the next one part is uterus. The next one part is a study about the uterus. What is the importance of the uterus? So uterus is the halomuscular pear-shaped organ. It is a halomuscular pear-shaped pear-shaped organ that is located in the, what is the location? So located in the anterior posteriorly in the pelvic cavity. In the anterior posterior pelvic cavity location, the uterus location is the anterior posterior in the pelvic cavity. So then lies the pelvic cavity between urinary bladder and rectum. So the pelvic cavity is presented between the bladder and rectum. So indirectly, it is located in between of the bladder and rectum. So what is the size of the uterus? So it is about the 7.5 centimeters long, and 5 centimeters is the width, and thickness is the 2.5 centimeters is the thickness. So what is the weight of the uterus? Weight is the 30 to 40 grams. 30 to 40 grams of the weight. So these are normal values and normal ranges of the uterus is the 7.5 centimeters long, 5 centimeters is the width, and 2.5 centimeters the thickness, and weight is 30 to 40 grams. So the next one, so the uterus is containing the three body parts. The uterus is containing the total uterus is containing the three parts. So number one is the fundus, and number two is the body, and number three is the cervix. So cervix, these are the body parts of the uterus. So for example, uterus body parts are like, so these are the both are fallopian tubes, outline structure of the female reproductive system. So this is the vagina. This part is the vagina. So these three parts are there. Three parts means, so up to here, this part is the cervix part, and up to here is the body, and this one part is the fundus. So outline structure, I will give the detailed structure about the structure. I will forward in your group. So this is the body parts of the uterus. So the next one, so what is the importance of the fundus body cervix? So fundus is a dome shaped part of the uterus. So it is a dome shaped parts. And the next one part of the uterus above the opening of the uterine tubes. It located in the opening part of the uterus. So the next one, body. So this is the main part of the narrowest interfinal. The so where continuous the cervix. It is a narrow part. And the next one, cervix is it is a neck part. So in the it is the opening to the vagina. It is the opening to the vagina. This is about the uterus. So the next one, the uterus is containing the uterus, it containing the layers. Three layers are containing the uterus. So one is the metrium. Number two is the myometrium. And number three is the endometrium. Perimetrium, myometrium, endometrium. So these three layers are presented on the surface, on the inside of the uterus. So this is the myometrium, endometrium, perimetrium. So this is about of the uterus. So the next one, this is about the uterus. So the next one is the uterine tubes. So next one is the uterine tubes. So what is the importance of the uterine tubes? So uterine tubes is known as a fallopian tubes. It is also known as a fallopian tubes. Fallopian tubes. So what is the length of the fallopian tubes? 10 centimeters long and extended from sides of the uterus between the body of the fundus. So between the body of the fundus, extend parts is known as fallopian tubes. These two are the fallopian tubes. So it extend parts of the fundus. So these parts is known as a fallopian tubes. So the fallopian tubes is the sides of the fundus. So it is a upper border ligaments is there is a which type of shape means the shape is a trumpet shape. And lateral ends is penetrate the posterior wall and opening into the peritoneal cavity close to the ovaries. So the next one, this one is opening to the peritoneal cavity. Opening into the peritoneal cavity close to ovaries. So this one is the end of the end of the fallopian tubes. It is a look like a finger like structure. And projection is called fimbriae. And longest, these are the ovarian fimbriae which in the close associated with a ovary. So it is a longest of these is the ovarian fimbriae which are close associated with the ovary. Associated with ovary. And the next one, the tubes is covered with the fallopian tubes covered with a peritoneum border, peritoneum layer. So the peritoneum layer. And the next one, have a middle layer also. Smooth muscle and lined with epithelium. And the next epithelium, this is the about the uterine tubes. What is the functions? what is the functions of the uterine tubes? So uterine tubes is the propel the ovum. So uterine tubes are propel the ovum from the ovary. So it is the tubes are propel the ovum from the ovary to the uterus by the, so how to movement of the ovums from the ovary to uterus? By the peristalsis and ciliary movement. Peristalsis and ciliary movements. So peristalsis means this movement is known as a peristalsis movement. So backward forward movements is known as a peristalsis movement. So the secretion of the uterine tubes is these are the secretion of the uterine tubes is the both ovum and ceratozoa. Secretion of uterine tubes, so both ovum and spermatozoa. Ovum and spermatozoa. The next one, fertilization of the ovum usually takes place in the uterine tubes. So the fertilization occur in the fallopian tubes. Why? Because of the ovum is presented in the fallopian tubes. So the sperms are the move to the fallopian tubes. So the ovum and sperms both are connecting together, formation of fertilization. So the fertilization occur in the particular tube. It's a formation to the zygote. So gametes, two gametes combine to form a one zygote in the fallopian tube. Why? Because of it occurs in the particular fertilization. So that is the importance of the fallopian tubes or urinary tubes. So the next one is the ovaries. So what is the importance of the ovaries and what about the ovaries? So ovaries are the female gonads. Ovaries are the female gonads and gland producing sex hormones. So it produces the sex hormones and ova. So produce the sex hormones and ova. So what are the sex hormones? Now the next class we discuss about the sex hormones. So the next one, it is a shallow fossa and lateral walls of the pelvis. So what is the normal volume range of this particular ovaries? So 2.5 to 3.5 centimeters long and 2 centimeters width and 1 centimeter is the thickness. 1 centimeter is the thickness. So this is the normal value, and each attached to the upper part of the uterus by the ovarian ligament. So each is attached to the upper part of the uterus by the ovarian ligament. So that is the mesovarium. So ovarium border band is known as a mesovarium. So the next mesovarium, the blood vessels and nerve pass ovary through the mesovarium. So blood vessels and nerve passes ovary through the mesovarium. So this is about the importance of the this is the structure of the ovaries. So the next one, what is the importance of the ovaries and what is the functions of the ovaries? So now we discuss. The next one, it is structurally. So it containing the two layers. Structure it containing the two layers. So one layer is the medulla and the second layer is the cortex. Medulla and cortex. So medulla is a medulla and cortex. So these medulla and cortex is a both are the parts of the ovary. And the next one. So what about the medulla? Medulla is a center and consisting the fibrous tissue. It is a center and consisting the fibrous tissue and blood vessels and nerves are consisting the medulla. And cortex is a surrounds the medulla. It is surrounded by the medulla. Surrounds the medulla. It has a framework connective tissue and stroma covered by the germinal epithelium. It is covered by germinal epithelium tissue. Germinal epithelium tissue. And it contains the ovarian follicles. So the next one, ovum. So it contains the ovarian follicles and ovum. It's contain the particular cortex and medulla. The cortex and medulla both are the parts of the layers of the vagina. The next one, now discuss about the functions. What is the functions? So the ovarian organ is the female gametes are stored the development of the prior to ovulation. So it is a ovary is an organ which is a female gametes. It is a female gametes are stored and developed to prior to the ovulation. And the next one, it is a maturation is controlled by the hypothalamus. Maturation is controlled by the hypothalamus and pituitary gland. Control the hypothalamus and pituitary gland. So this is about of the female reproductive system parts. And the next one we discuss about the breast. So breasts are the these are also known as breasts are mammary glands. Breasts are mammary glands. Accessory to glands are the female. These are the female parts of the female reproductive system. So they existed in the male, but only from formation in the male. So what is the structure? So structurally, the mammary glands are the consisting the varying amounts of the glandular tissue, and production of milk. So the next one, each breast consisting the the next breast are the two body parts of the breast. So it is mainly occur in the female reproductive system. So the next one, each breast it consisting the 20 lobes. So the next one, each of this contains number of glandular structure is called as a lobules. So it can number of glandular structure is called as a lobules. So the lobules is a production of milk. And lobules into and lactiferous ducts and drain the milk towards the nipple. So the lobules open into lacteal ducts. So the ducts is a drain the milk to the nipple. Nipple. The next one, breast itself cover the subcutaneous fat. Breast is covered the subcutaneous fat. And the next one, so in the lactating breast, in lactating breast in lactating breast and glandular tissue proliferate the support of the production of milk. So the glandular tissue is the supporting of production of a milk, supporting production of a milk, and resists the again after lactation stops. Lactation stops by this particular milk. And the next one, what is the outline structure? So outline structure, now I draw the outline structure. I will give the I will forward the total structure of the breast forward in your group. So for example, so this one part is breast, for example. So the breast is, this is called as a nipple. So the nipple, and the next one, it covered by the, so it covered by the some one layer. So that layer is known as a fat. That layer is known as a fat layer. And the next one, so inside of the part is containing the number of lobules. So these are all are the lobules. So lobules. So the next one, the lobules is connected to the lobule ducts. Lobulous ducts, and the lobular ducts is transferred to the milk into the nipples. So this is about the structure of the breast. And the next one, study about the nipple. What is the importance of the nipples? So nipple is a small conical shaped center of the breast. It is a small conical eminence at the center of the breast. At the center of the breast, surrounded by the pigmented area, is known as a areola. The next one, on surface of the areola remain subcutaneous glands. On surface of them, surface of the areola are numerous. So areola are numerous is a subcutaneous glands, or their mammary glands are presented, and lubricate the nipple during the lactation. It is a lubricate the nipple during the lactation. So the areola and the next one, nipples, are both are the areola means, for example, this one nipple. So the areola is a surrounding area. So this one part is the breast. So this is a nipple, and the surrounding area is the areola. So the areola and nipples is mainly involved in the lactation period. So this is the importance of the female reproductive system. So the now it is this up to here, female reproductive system. Remaining male reproductive system, tomorrow we will discuss.